Hi guys, it's Jen. I know it's been a while. I took a little hiatus to kind of just get myself in alignment again. I really don't like to do readings when I'm like in this stagnant and blah energy, but I just felt very compelled to do, what's going on with that? To do the readings for September for the signs. I guess now, since we're kind of like getting out of retrograde, I don't know if some of you have been like in a funk or whatever. I know I wasn't really in a funk, but it was just a lot going on and I just wasn't feeling it, and I felt like it would be an injustice to you guys to do a reading when I'm not really in the right, you know, correct energy field for it. So but I did feel very compelled to do readings for September. My spirit aligned with it. You know, I actually felt like I wanted to do it instead of it feeling forced. So we're going to dive in for September and see what we have for you guys, okay? Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and shuffle these and see what we have for Sagittarius for September 2024. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Starting off with the devil. Don't get scared. You guys already know. If you're new here, the devil doesn't actually mean the actual devil. And if you're very aware of it, you already know. And we'll tap into it and see exactly what that energy is, okay? Oh, these came out. I'm not going to take all of these, but I'll take the top one. Page of Pentacles, okay? Let's see what else we have. Here. This one is jumping out. Nice. 9 of Cups. So whatever it is, you're definitely getting away from that energy, but we're going to see what was going on in the recent past. Let me get a clarifier for the devil card. That one popped right out. King of Swords. Let me get a clarifier for Page of Pentacles. Judgment. Oh, Libra got that one. Okay, and then we have here 8 of Swords. Okay, give me 1 second, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have here. I feel like the light is not bright enough. Hold on. Let me change this. I don't really like that one. I don't like that one either. I don't really like that one. Or it could just be my phone. I don't know. Maybe I'll fix it during editing. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's too, it's not bright enough for you guys, but it could just be my phone. Let me adjust it. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, Sag. Let me see here. Okay, so in the recent past with the devil and the King of Swords, you know, off the back, when the devil card comes out, it doesn't necessarily mean the devil, but it can mean some self limitations, you know, bad habits, toxicity. You know, these guys here, they have chains wrapped around them, right? Okay, and he's here, like, you know, whatever, standing over them, kind of like with an intimidation. Sometimes this can even be your own ego, not listening to your own intuition, but it's kind of like you can take these chains off and walk away from that, from whatever that is at any time. Okay, you're not tied to whatever this is. You're not tied to whatever is limiting you, even though it seems intimidating. It might even seem scary. You know, when we want to let go of things, or we want to let go of bad habits, whatever the case may be, toxicity, it might seem like, oh no, that's impossible, I can't do this. And it can be something as small as a diet, like, oh no, I can't do that diet, or no, I can't save money, or I can't go to school for that. It's like a form of intimidation. So you tie yourself to this idea that you can't do something, or you can't move away from something. Okay, but it's self-inflicted. It's not anything external. This is something that you literally chain yourself to, but you can remove yourself from that and walk away from it at any moment. Okay, with the King of Swords, now this can actually be a person, the energy of the card, or it could be you. Swords energy is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Okay, now with the King of Swords, this is someone who's very like, they can cut, their words can cut like a knife. Okay, Swords is about a thought process. Okay, so it could be your way of thinking is keeping you bound. Okay, or it could be someone maybe speaking self-doubt into your world that's keeping you bound to something. It's keeping you restrained. It's keeping you like there where you don't want to move, or you're scared to move, or you feel like you can't do it. Okay, with the Swords energy, like I said, this is like, what are you thinking? What's in your mind? Okay, and whatever that is giving, well, it was giving you self-doubt, because this ties into all of this. Okay, so whatever in the past that kind of kept you with that self-doubt, or maybe I can't do it, or this can even be low self-esteem, whatever the case may be, where you just feel bound to something. You feel like you can't move away from it. You feel chained to this habit or this thought process, or whatever it is that you're doing here. I do think it was a thought process, where, because the King of Swords is a great strategist. Okay, he's logical, he's intelligent, but you tie that with the Devil energy, he can be quite arrogant, not really seeing very well, very impulsive, and just like bad judgment, bad judgment calls. So that could have been happening in the recent past. I think now with this new energy here with the Page of Pentacles and the Judgment, it's a new idea, it's a new spark. Okay, now this can be an idea from someone younger than you, a child, an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But there's something being presented to you that can really generate money, because Pentacles are, monetary. They're money, finances, material, things of that nature. There's definitely something sparking in you that's really kind of like bringing you back into focus, giving you a new outlook. It's really a form of inspiration as well, and I think it might come with a final judgment call. It might even come with a wake-up call as well, where maybe it's like, okay, now I got to get my stuff together, I got to get my shit together now. Like, it might come from that, and this new idea sparks in you, where it's really captivating, because he's looking at that pentacle like, wow, what's this? So you kind of shift your energy into this new energy here. And this Page of Pentacles, he's a fast learner, he's ambitious. Okay, he focuses on home, material, things of that nature. He's really focused, and that's just, gender is, it's not gender specific. It can be a he, she, whatever the case may be, but this is a desire to see results. Okay, and like I said, it could come with a final judgment call. Okay, now this can go in your favor as well, or this can just be a wake-up call, because judgment is like the sign, like the horns coming from the sky, like, hello, wake up. So this can be a wake-up call for some of you, or it can actually be a judgment call. Maybe at court something goes in your favor, whatever the case may be. But this is definitely the start of a new endeavor, a start of a new financial endeavor, something that's going to potentially make you money. And it's really captivating you. Okay, it's kind of really shifting your focus from maybe what didn't work out to now, okay, this looks nice and shiny and new. What can I do here? Okay, and I think for the most part, Sagittarius is you guys have a rap of not committing. I don't know why that is. I read that recently somewhere, where you guys kind of jump from different things. It's like, this not working, so I'm gonna start this, which can be very good. You don't want to waste too much time on something that doesn't work out. But I do see here the birth of a new idea, or something just literally lands in your lap, or it can come from an idea, like I said, from a child or a younger person or an earth sign, where it's like, oh, what's this? I want to tap into that. Whatever the case may be, now the end result of that, and I just want you guys to be mindful that this you know, area right here, this potential end result, I really don't want you guys to get too caught up in it, because at the end of the day, you guys all have your free will. This is just one scenario based on the energy that's going on right now, but you decide and you shift, and you're the magician of your own world. Okay, now what can potentially come towards you is a feeling of satisfaction here. Okay, you have the Nine of Cups, and he's sitting there, and he's just like, yeah, you know, I'm satisfied. You know, I got everything I need. You know, I have all my, look at all my trophies up there, you know. The only issue I see here is with this Eight of Swords, and with the Eight of Swords feeling restricted, and I don't know why. And this is a weird combination with the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So give me 1 second while I decipher that, and I might pull some clarifiers for that as well. Give me 1 second. Okay, so for some of you, and this is just what I'm getting from my spirit guys, for some of you, it might be something that you accomplish and you feel happy about, but it might not really be fulfilling, if that makes any sense. You might still feel stuck. Like you're gonna, I think emotionally it's gonna feel like, okay, this is what I want to do, but then in your head you're kind of like, I don't know about it, because cups are about emotions, right? And like how you're feeling, and I do get a feeling of satisfaction, but then with that swords underneath, this is like still like mental anguish, and like you still feel trapped by it. So what I would say with that, I kind of get the feeling like whatever this is, there could be a potential contract involved where you might be satisfied with the result, but you might also be bound to something, if that makes sense. It's like almost if someone promises you like, okay, I'm gonna give you $1 million, but I need you to sign this contract for X, Y, and Z. You know, that kind of feeling. I still get like, whatever it is, it's gonna bring you emotional fulfillment, but like mentally you're still gonna be in your head about it, where it's gonna feel like you're still restricted. Maybe whatever it is, it does bring you emotional fulfillment, you know, in the beginning, but then once you start going in your head, you're like, you know what, this is just not enough. Okay, it's good for the meantime, but it's like it's not enough to retire off of. It's enough to get me by. And yeah, it's kind of like, you know, hitting the lotto or getting a big win at a casino or something, you know, for X amount of money, but it's not enough to like retire off of. You know, it's kind of like I still got to do more work. You know, I'm satisfied with the result, but I still do feel restricted. And it could be a feeling of you don't have like financial freedom, where it's like, yeah, who's not going to be happy if they get a few, you know, extra dollars in their pocket, but they know that, you know, this is not going to be like, this is not the answer to everything. So that's kind of like the feeling that I'm getting. Like, you know, and you know, that kind of really ties in with the Devil and the Swords energy. I kind of get for some of you guys where it's like, not that you're not satisfied, but you feel it. I almost get the feeling like, no matter how far you get, no matter how many wins you get, you still feel like there's still more to be done. You know, this is just a win for the moment. This isn't like the win of life, you know. And I kind of get for some of you that, you know, life throws you these little breadcrumbs, and you know, there is a cause for celebration. There is, you know, something that goes in your favor, but then you kind of, and emotionally it's like, yeah, it feels good, but then when you tap back into your psyche and your mental, it's kind of like, yeah, but it's not enough. Okay, it's like I still need to do more. I can't get too comfortable with this, sort of speaking, right? And that kind of ties back into not that you're not really fully committed, but it's like you're always like, what's next? what's next, what's next, what's next. Like I can't just put all my chips, you know, in this basket, or whatever the saying is. I can't put all my eggs in this basket, or I can't throw my chips all here at this one, you know, table at the casino. Like I gotta continue. Like it's not enough. It's almost like a feeling of satisfaction, but not really satisfied, if that makes sense. It's like satisfied for the moment, but then when the dust settles and, you know, the celebration is over and everyone leaves, it's like, okay, now I still have to deal with reality. Now I still have to deal with like the real world. You know, the party's over and now reality hits. That's kind of what I'm getting. So I'm gonna pull another card here to really, because I don't want to end it at that. I don't want to end it at that. Let's see here. Oh, that one popped out. Okay, so you got the Two of Wands. Yeah, so I kind of get the feeling like, yeah, you're going to go back to the drawing board and start making new plans and reevaluating. It's like you guys don't stop. You're like, I'm kind of getting like, I don't know why I got NASCAR. I don't know why I got like fast cars or something like that. Like that just really, it came up like a flash, like bing, like fast cars. Like you get out, like, you know how in NASCAR, they're racing and they get out for just 1 minute to maybe like change their wheels, but then they jump right back in and they're racing again. That's kind of like the feeling I'm getting. It's like once you've accomplished whatever this is, you still have that feeling of I'm not satisfied mentally, you know, in my psyche, I'm not satisfied emotionally. This is great, I love it, but it's not enough. And then you jump back into something else and you start to make new plans again. You're like, okay, now it's going back to the drawing board and making new plans. And I kind of feel like for some of you, that's been a pattern in your life where you're constantly chasing after the next big thing. It's like, even if it works out, even if it, you know, even if it's successful, it's still like, this is not enough. I'm not going to stop here. Like, I got to retire off of this. This is not enough. Let me get one more card here. It's really funny. You guys are really ambitious. I kind of like that. You guys kind of reach. Oh yeah, the star. That's beautiful energy. It's like you continue reaching, but you don't want to get too caught up in that, where it's like you're never satisfied. But it's a really good mentality to have, and to keep you busy too. And then, like I said, you have the star card. So for some of you, the only advice I would give with the star card is leave a little bit of room for healing. This is hopefulness as well, but it's also healing. You don't want to burn yourself out with whatever the case may be. You know, you don't want to put too much energy into something and constantly moving on the next thing. So the only thing I would say about that with the star card is to leave a little bit of room for healing, pour back into yourself. I do see here a lot of success in whatever this is. You're really going to nurture it like you always do with everything. You're going to pour into it as you usually do, but just leave a little bit room for healing. This is definitely a card of success as well, and just of like satisfaction, you know. I also get vulnerability as well, you know, because he's naked here in the middle of the, you know, wherever he is, under the stars or whatever. And that's really a vulnerable place to be, but it's almost like this is where, you know, I feel safe here as well. I don't feel like someone's going to pop up from the, you know, from wherever and be like, oh my God, they're naked. So you are going to put yourself out there in a vulnerable way, but I also will encourage you to also, you know, pour back into yourself as well while you're pouring into whatever endeavor this is. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. If any of these messages resonated in any way, shape, or form, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, take care.